So one leg was here and one leg was kind of here. They were on each side of the horse, but one was a little more bent. It was your left leg than your right leg. So it was almost creating him to suck back. So as I think about it and I start looking at things, I go, well, we go back to where the leg was. Because see, remember your leg was here. We moved it.
Right, okay.
So we had to move it until you started getting the placement in the field to get some things done. But the whole key of that is if I can touch my horse and be around my horse and control how much squeeze or how little squeeze I have. So I can just be here and I'm going along. And I'm here, but my legs aren't going to dangle out too far because they're going to be around my horse in case he goes to stop. I'm there. Ooh, If he goes to move, jump around. Now, looking down, what that does to us, already we're top heavy. Yeah, we're already top heavy. So the second that we go to stop, half halt, change direction, and we look down, the horse already has us at an advantage or disadvantage, their advantage. So whenever you do that, doing 90% of this stuff, I would almost rather that you did so over the top that you were trying to look up here and ride your horse around. Like that. Because then eventually what's going to happen is you're going to start feeling, because if you're walking on the ground, walking around looking like that, it's already going to throw your balance off. But it'll make you be aware of where your legs are and where your seat is. All right?
Actually, this just that little bit feels like I can wrap more.
Yeah, because you were high. See, unfortunately, Lolly has short legs.
Yes.
So for Lolly, for me to say, Lolly, I need you to really wrap your legs around Deuce, I'd have to give her 18 inches on each leg. So what I've got to do is I've got to say, okay, so how do we figure that out? How do we do something a little different? So the same with her. Whereas you, I want to keep you away from pushing your leg kind of forward. Her, I want her to push your leg a little forward. Because what happens with Deuce is Deuce goes a little faster when she pushes her leg forward more. Okay? Because what that does is that makes her move up and down, loose and light, tight and right. So when you're tight and right, your horse goes slow. When you're loose and light, your horse goes fast. Okay? Totally different analogy on the hands. Okay?
What was that again?
Loose and light. Loose and light creates your horse going fast. So I'm going to show you that right now. So here, go ahead and start jogging. Now I just want you to bounce up there. Don't try to hold yourself. Just kind of bounce up there. There you go. Now I want you to hold your belly and hold your leg a little bit. Keep like you're Santa Claus. You're trying to push out. Oh. Now get really loose and just kind of flop up there. See how that momentum will change? Can you feel any change? Yep. Now slow him down. So what that means is you're just going to hold. Just hold your stomach and hold your feet, and you'll go to slowing down.
That's the jog. It's like.
Yeah. That little jog. Now, push him out. Big trot. Loose. There you go. Good. Now get tight to your stomach and hold your horse a little bit. Tight.
What about my legs?
Your legs are staying nice and tight also.
Oh, wait.
Now you can touch with your pinky some. Okay, when you get down here at this corner, we just want you to push him, see if you can push him into a little bit of a low. When you get down to this corner, we're going to push him into a little bit of a low. You listen to me, okay? Here we go. There you go. Look around me. Look at me. Look at me. There you go. Right hand, right thigh. Right hand. That's it. There you go. Good. Hey.
It's a start.
Hey, it was a start. See, that was really good until Lolly got nervous. But listen, I'm proud of you. First time you ever looked to the right.
Yes. That it didn't feel weird.
Yeah.
Because I was looser?
Because you're not so tense. what I need to do, and I've told y'all this before, I need to take some of your tenseness and give it to Dave. I need to take some of Dave's looseness and give it to Lolly. That's where we get to that happy medium. I'm sorry. Okay. Yes. So looseness means, when I say loose, you're loose in your hip. You're just kind of like this. Your body is just like, you ever see people riding a horse and they're like this? Like chickens flapping off? They're going to fly away. Well, that's kind of what we mean about that kind of ridiculousness of loose. Okay? So you're just kind of loose like this, and then you get tight. See how I did that? I'm loose now. Then I use my core to get tight. It's like, okay, so here we are. You're a victim. Somebody's just going to come up and beat you up. You're just going to stand here. Okay? Or you're going to go ahead and protect yourself. So at some points with your horse, you want to see where they're at mentally. So we're here. We're just going along. And the next point, because at any moment, I want him to come back to me. I don't want him thinking at any given time, because I move around a little different today because my left hip's sore. I may still want to ride my horse, but just because I'm moving around a little bit more, I don't want him to think that that's an idea to take advantage of me.
Okay, so when you ask for the load, when I ask for the load in, so I want to say here's what I'm doing. Once you get moving,
You stay tight because you've got to create that load. Now, if you said to me, Skinner, I don't care, I want to run as fast as I can from here to there, then you know what? Just stay nice and loose up there and flap your arms like a chicken. He's going to accommodate you, I promise. He's going to take off. But you've got to create, you've got to help him. Just because we look at these animals and we go, wow, they're big and they're strong, but they're not as strong as we think they are. Because we haven't been asking them to use all those muscles in unison. And balance us as well. So that's why you've heard me say it. When you're here in four walls, I don't care if it's a pasture of 700 acres. I don't care if it's an 80-foot arena. When you're in four walls, you have three means of support for the horse. That is a wall, and you. At any given point, we can put you to two walls and you. Any given point. Okay? Whenever you are out here and you are 6, 8, 10 feet off of that, the only support for that horse is you. Either you're knocking them off balance or you're giving them balance. You're giving them a reason to want to work for you. Okay? But the second that things kind of go bad, it's like riding young horses. You're constantly trying, man, my hands may be here or there, and I'm doing whatever I can do to balance them. Whatever I've got to do at that moment, okay, to let them find their way. But with these guys, they're looking for a little bit of a next level. Okay, so they know they can go and lope, okay, but they don't, and we know they can lope with a saddle and a human. But now here's where it gets difficult, like we said before, is instead of loping a straight line, now we're wanting to add some bending in there. Now we're asking them to rotate and balance on one foot every time they come around that turn. Boom. Because they've got to sit back, and all these feet have got to come into line. And all these feet have got to come into line. But if you've ever watched, it's called cross-firing in the hind.
Yes, yeah, we have seen that.
So, the left lead leg is doing what it's supposed to. But then all of a sudden you look at the right hind, they're on the left lead, but the right hind's here, and the left hind's there. Well, it should be opposite. These should be going boom, okay? Boom. And what'll happen is it'll go boom, boom. So then the horse gets all discombobulated, goes to run off and bucking. Most of the time, whenever a horse takes off running or bucking, whenever we're asking for a lope and they've been a little bit in that lope, it's usually because of balance. Now, not to say that they don't have pain as well, because they do. Each one is its own individual case. But if you watch somebody working a horse on a lunge line, or working a horse in a round pen, and that horse goes to cross firing, they're going to either really speed up or they're going to start bucking. because they're trying to catch their balance.
Is that what the crossfiring is? So best thing to do, just stop them.
Best stuff. And now here's another thing.
You can feel it, right? You can probably feel it.
You can feel it, yeah. It's like a broken wheel.
Mhm.
It's the same thing. But here's the other thing. What do you think if somebody were to say to you, Dave, Lolly, what makes a really good canner or good lope? What would your idea, if you were to say to somebody, this is what makes a really good lope, what would you say?
Cadence.
What?
Cadence.
Okay.
Yeah, basically, yeah. Smooth.
Transitions, doing it,
Oh.
doing
Oh,
it,
so
doing
that's-
it.
Oh, making, eventually getting the nice.
So then all of a sudden, that's what makes it really slow, real nice, real light. If we just get out here and we ask him to lope
What is
one
that?
time in
Who is that?
20 minutes, we lope 2 circles, and then we ask him another.
Okay.
So he did 2 transitions into the lope, and you may do 5 of those a week. Why don't you do 20 of those? Now you see how much better it gets?
Right. Because it's consistent.
Yeah, because what happens is now you're teaching him that he can sit back and then he can pick up the load. Or you're
Oh.
teaching him he can bend. But it's not going to happen if you don't do the slow, ugly, dirty
So
work, which
this
y'all know.
stuff is really good for that, because this felt
Come
so
on,
much
Frank.
better.
All the stuff that I've been having you do, the bending, the suppling, the understanding, the pushing the shoulder over, you've got to be able to manipulate the horse's body, because know this, he's going to manipulate your body. We've all been there. It's happened. Where we want to go into a lope, or we want to go to a halt, or downward to a trot, and the horse shoots us over the front. We want to turn left and they turn right. And I guarantee a horse doesn't go, okay, well, let's